I'm Dean Jackson from HUUB Wetsuits, and I'll talk you through the Archimedes, which we named after the very smart guy. I don't know his first name, but his surname was Archimedes, and he actually put values to buoyancy. So like the Newton shoes, and we'll have the Archimedes wetsuit from HUUB. What we tried to do here is create a suit that offers buoyancy for those with leg sinkers. Now 85% of triathletes come from a non-swimming background. So with that in mind, we really need a suit that caters for 85% of the market, which is not by having the same buoyancy on the chest as and the thighs and hips, but by having a differential. And we've done that here. We have the 3-5. It's a 3mm chest with 5mm thighs and hips. And the reason for that is, rather than swimming at an angle and swimming at an angle higher, is by having less buoyancy in the chest, you can actually flatten the body out. Using my hand as a crude body there, but that's what it is. It's flattening the body out and increasing the speed. We've tested the suits in the Eindhoven facility, which is the centre of the Dutch national swim team, and also with a Professor HUUB Toussaint. We liked his name so much, we used it. And also with the guys from Swim Smooth, Adam Young and Paul Newsom, who have been fantastic in giving us ideas and indicators as to how we can improve the suit. And then HUUB Toussaint tells us whether science is good or bad, and then the reality part of the company is putting it into a product, but also isn't overpriced, sky high priced. So the 3-5 also has this exoskeleton, and we use the term exoskeleton because it really is the skeleton that the suit is built upon. And that's this grey area. It's a slightly stiffer neoprene, and that's been achieved by putting a slightly stiffer lining on. Now that's very contrary to wetsuits, where you typically are looking for the most flexible suit and neoprenes you can find. But by putting in a slightly stiffer material, we've actually managed to isolate and stiffen up the body and the core. And we took guidance from this from how a paramedic or a physiotherapist would look to tape up an injured body or a body in rehabilitation to stop the pelvis and hips moving too much. So we've gone above the pivot points, slightly stiffer material, and on the 3-5 suit here we've used, it's a life jacket material sandwiched within neoprene, and that's called NBR. So we get massive buoyancy from the same thickness as the neoprene in the areas that we're trying to raise up. Also on the suit we have the Overreach Panel. This is sitting underneath the neoprene, slightly bulbous there, and that is when you're swimming, if you're passing the centre line, and if you're crossing over the centre line, in the shoulder blades, you'll feel a little nudge. It's just something there that says, hang on, pull back, pull back. A lot of triathletes have a tendency to overreach the centre line, and again, back to the fishtailing problems. So that's in all of the suits. And then you'll notice on this, we don't have a forearm panel. Forearm panels are not effective. And we have plenty of research from that, and HUUB Toussaint's done plenty of research to say that actually forearm panels don't do anything and they're no benefit to the swimmer. So HUUB as a brand will not put anything in that really isn't a benefit to the athlete. We also have a flap over on the fastening. That's to create a nice smooth line against the neck to reduce any friction and obviously soreness that you're going to get. Very large contact area with the Velcro. This suit doesn't have it on, but we use the Breakaway Zipper. That was originally used by Quintana Roo. It's a great zipper. So thanks guys for helping develop that one. We'll use that, thank you very much, but give them credit where credit's due. If we move down the suit, you see we have these calf release panels. This is something that was created with a chap with HUUB Toussaint, who said there's a lot of triathletes, when you shield and wrap their Achilles and calf in neoprene, you're losing flexibility and you're losing range of motion. Plus also you're going to increase the risk of cramps. So by completely freeing up the calf and the Achilles, we're increasing the range of motion within the foot and then improving the kick. Back up the suit again. This part of the wetsuit, really, it gets wet, but it doesn't have direct contact with the water. And with the wake that you create when you're swimming, this really isn't an area that needs lots of buoyancy. So we only use 2mm on the back. There's no need to use anything thicker, which gives a massive range of flexibility in the back part, in the lats, and in the shoulders. Back round to the front. One of the unique features of this suit is the bicep release. So what we've done here is create an outlet for the bicep to expand naturally, which gives a nice high elbow recovery, which reduces fatigue and also it gives an improved position underneath the water. So no straight arms, you're trying to get good bend in the arm, and doing that by letting the bicep expand naturally. So that's the bicep release. It's a 0.5mm piece of neoprene with double-sided hydrophobic nylon on either side, massively flexible. And then in the neck, a lot of wetsuits have a folded and stitched and glued neck, which sometimes is a little bit restrictive and is quite tight. What we've done here is keep the neck open. It took a bit of redesigning, but we have a nice lined neck and it's exceptionally soft. And that was also a panel split for the chest, so rather than having one large panel across the chest to allow easy breathing and movement of the chest, we have this very flexible piece in between. Well, the whole suit is researched, it's proven, we have the data, we've done testing against our own suits, against competition suits, and we know we have a product that actually performs, especially if you're a leg sinking swimmer. If you're not a leg sinking swimmer, you can get this suit in a 4-4 version, which is 4mm chest, 4mm thighs and hips. If you're a very good swimmer, you've got good core stability and swimming in a line, you don't need and you probably don't want a full 5mm. That will probably deliver too much buoyancy for you, and we've researched that and found that from what the TwinSplit guys have told us. So two options, a 3-5, 3mm chest, 5mm thighs and hips, or 4-4, 4mm chest, 4mm thighs and hips.